We're doing a beautiful house in Red Hill South. We're doing the roof, exposed aggregate paving and the decks, and we're going to show you a little bit more about that as we go. Here you can see we've disconnected the downpipes from the gutters so that the chemicals that we use on the roof don't go down the stormwater drain. Terry's wetting down all of the plants. We make sure that we wet down all the plants so they don't absorb any of the chemicals that we're spraying onto the roof. And here's a picture of the roof of the house. As you can see in the close-up here, there's a bit of damage to this roof already. The last person who cleaned it used a pressure washer, and that's where a turbo wand has left the streaks into the Colorbond. This is perfect reason why we don't pressure wash where we don't have to, and we use chemicals to clean the house. And this is the after photo after we've put the chemicals on the house, keeping in mind that over the next few months this roof will get better and better as the elements wash everything off the roof. Once we finished the roof, we moved on to the paving, and as you can see here, there was a thick black mould that made its way onto the paving and basically had covered the top and taken all of the colour out of the paving. Once we were done, this actually needed 3 treatments, but you can see how the colour pops out of the crazy paving here, and it was chalk and cheese, and I was really looking forward to seeing the owner have a look at this after we finished. Once again, this is the pathway out the front of the property to the client's letterbox. It was completely covered in black mould. It did take 3 treatments to get this off, and as you'll see when you get around the corner here, there's a concrete pad and it was covered in mould and very slippery when wet, and that's where the clothesline was. So once we were finished, have a look at the colours come out in that. It was just an unbelievable transformation. The colours in this crazy paving look stunning. You can see it's wet there, but it was really solid underfoot now. And you'll see in here that all of the mould is removed from that concrete pad, and now it's a really safe place to hang the washing at. Once we've finished with the paving, we moved on to cleaning up the decks. We generally start with just blowing any loose debris off the top of the decks. We then hit it with our electric broom, which has got a really strong bristle brush, which will dig in, take out mould and lichen from between the cracks in the timber. And you can see here, this is some of the mould and the lichen. You can see there, that's the green patchy bits coming up between the boards. That was growing in quite thick, and it was very slippery, and the client really just wanted this deck to be cleaned up and remove that mould and lichen. As you can see here, once we'd broomed it, blown it, and run over it with a pressure washer, we were able to remove all of that mould and lichen and all the slipperiness from those decks. And the client was really specific about trying to keep the colours in the deck too, so we removed as little paint as we could. Here we are, we're just treating our plants, post-treating, neutralising any chemicals that we put on the plants there, giving them a little bit of a wash down with each plant, just to make sure that the chemicals that we use don't interfere with the plants. And here's some before and after photos. You can really see the difference where we got that mould completely off and basically gave the client a brand new stunning looking crazy paving sandstone pathway. All of this work was done in one day. And here's Terry. We had a little bit of time at the end of the day, so we cleaned up a little bit of the outdoor furniture, and have a look at how the mould has come off this beautiful timber table.